Next show is at 7.
Can he get pictures on this one? Yeah. Can he?
It's too slow. I tried to download all my kill lights, so I can't do it.
Hey, Mo, give Daddy a call. I almost got my nose licked.
I'm just gonna do this. Like, point it at him.
I'm gonna hang out with you guys if you don't mind.
I love it.
How does it taste?
Delicious.
Okay.
I think it's good when you do it like this.
The end! The end!
Holy shit.
That's insane.
That's fucking crazy.
That sounded all.
Oh my god, I thought it sounded sweet.
Yeah, it was great.
I think you did massive for me.
That sound fucking rules at the end. There's like, because that'll go right into the beat, like whatever the beat is.
Oh my god, that'd be fucking brilliant.
It's fucking rules.
No hands, oh my god, how does he do it? How does he do it? You're going the wrong way!
Actually, what Jews for Jesus, huh?
Motion City soundtrack.
The only thing I know about him is I heard one of them plays cards, and if you want to play cards, I'll play cards with you. But bring lots of money. I'd say bring, I don't know, $3 or $4 grand. Have you heard them before?
Yeah. Yes.
I was told that they sound kind of like, but I'm not sure. Excuse me.
Pew.
It was me.
Prawn flavor.
What else you got?
Don't break all the bananas. I need one for my water.
What happened?
Look at that again. Let's flush it down the toilet. Hey, I got an idea. You ever took this banana and we let it go in the poop field?
Would you eat it, man?
How about the trash?
I just saw somebody kick it and it hurt.
I saw something, I kicked it and it hurt.
Look, here, one.
So it's basically always been the me show, starring me, featuring me, with a cameo by me. Vice's Diet Coke and the movie Annie. What's in the hair? And you know, I'll tell you what's not in the hair. Shampoo or conditioner. Mostly semen. Yeah, I do use a bit of volumizing spray when I wash it, which is maybe once a week. I try to blow dry it. I really don't use that much in it. It's just naturally awesome. My glasses are a polyester hybrid invented by NASA, the same people who invented the foam bedding. No, I'll tell you one thing. I have what I like to call my Kareem Abdul-Pierres. These keep my glasses on my head at all times, and usually after about 2 or 3 songs, when I'm jumping around and being crazy, my hair gets all floppy and stupid, so I have to put it up to hold it out of my eyes. But then I can't really see anything, so yeah, it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Let me answer that question with another question. Does have a 13-inch? There's your answer. I take lots of medicine for certain things to sort of, whatever, condense the highs and lows. Some of the stuff that I used to do before I took medicine definitely would get into the way of my life, and it's just like really stupid. I mean, not stupid, but like obvious and textbook things, like I remember I'd be like driving my car or whatever, and I would swear that like I blew a tire or something was messed up, and I have to pull over to the side of the road and like look at it and nothing's wrong, and I thought I was going crazy, and it was just like, it took me like an hour and a half to get home one time, and like I was just freaking out, just stupid things like that, or just imagining that all of these things are going wrong when there really isn't anything wrong, and that's the kind of stuff that really gets in your way as a human being and just living life. I'm a panic attack. Anybody who knows that it's basically like it's almost like your just whole body just freezes up and you can't continue anything. You can't do anything, and then it's like you feel stupid, and then it just builds upon itself, and you feel more freakish, and it's just like oh my god, I'm having a panic attack, and then you start panicking about the panic attack, and it's like it's just like it's like a self-contained thing that feeds upon itself and slowly grows bigger and bigger. Did you see that scene in Spider-Man 2 where they were making the little ball in the thing, and then it slowly got bigger and bigger and bigger? It's kind of like that. And I've had, I think, 2 notable panic attacks on tour. One was at Trees in Dallas on the Epitaph tour. I had a panic attack, and I couldn't even look at anybody in the crowd. I'm trying to like sing the song, and I felt like such an asshole and just like such a jerk, and it was like fuck, I just want to get out of here, And that's I mean, it doesn't really happen that often, and I'm very fortunate that I can, that I mean, I don't know, for all intents and purposes, I function, and I like to call them quirks as opposed to disorders, but
Well, let me start back in the early days. I was a kid, I don't know, 3 or 4, like my dad played guitar every day at home, acoustic, like when you get off work, he would just play for fun, and so I grew around, I was around that every day for a while, and my granddad's a really good guitar player, and he played the fiddle in a country band, and so I would go to those shows and just be like, man, I want to do that, I want people to clap along with my music, So that was an early influence there. Like, so I was actually listening to like Alabama and all these like country-ish kind of bands. And then pretty much whatever like my sister listened to, like she was 2 years ahead of me, and so whatever she would bring into the house, you know, she would spend her hard-earned allowance on tapes, and yes, tapes. No, not capes, tapes. So yeah, like whatever was filtering through her wall into my bedroom, like was pretty much what I was into. So she really got into the Monkees, and then I did too. So like that was right after the country thing, and then from the Monkees I evolved into glam because Stephanie, my sister, was really into that. And so basically, one of the reasons I'm playing bass today, unfortunately, I've never admitted this, but it's probably because I heard Slaughter's "Fly to the Angels" a million times through the wall, and all I could hear was the bass. So I'd be like, damn, like subliminally, Dana Strum is the reason I'm playing bass today. So can we get rid of that? No, really though, like Flea and Les Claypool were like the guys that made me go, oh man, bass can be, you know, a really cool instrument. Like, because, you know, a lot of people don't really hear the bass. Like when they first listen to music, they're like, I don't get it. I remember being a kid, like my dad was like telling me, you know, say a thing with 4 strings, you hear that, you know, and I'm like, no. But, you know, you get older and you start to be able to pick these things out, and then you see Flea and Les Claypool going crazy, so I was like trying to mimic that. Right now I haven't been really listening to much. Usually when I'm on tour I don't listen to a whole lot of music, but I don't know why that is. But there's a band called Metric that I've been listening to. Aqualung, which is just this British guy who has some really nice songs. The Spill Canvas record's really good. We're on tour with those guys right now, and they're awesome people and a great band. Dragon Force. It's a power metal band from Britain. They, I'm in a phase right now listening to that too. Yeah, the Family Guy story. That was one of the worst nights of my life. Not to be melodramatic, but my girlfriend and I went to dinner with my sister and my sister's best friend, who is good friends with the voice of Cleveland on Family Guy. And Cleveland's like my favorite character on the show. So they were nice enough to invite us along because they knew I was a drooling fan. And so they even made me sit by him at dinner, which was kind of funny. But he was super cool, like extremely nice. He even offered to, he's like, sure, I'll leave you a voicemail. I'll leave your outgoing message. I'm like, oh my God, like best night ever. So I set it all up and I did it. And I handed him the phone and he did it, and it was the most amazing thing. He did Cleveland, and then he was like, hold on, there's somebody else that wants to talk to you. And he changed his voice to the creepy, perverted old man. And it was absolutely perfect. And I thought I saved it, and then I turned my phone off, and I checked it when we got out to the car. Had my girlfriend call me, and it didn't work. Seriously, I went back inside to the restaurant to try and find them. They were gone already. So I blew it. Future plans? No, I don't.
Side projects?
No, this band has my full attention right now, and you know, until the day I know that it's not the right thing to do, it will be, you know, what I concentrate on most. Not saying I wouldn't like to start some sort of like 80s metal revival type thing, but it's not very practical right now, I don't think. Well, obviously the best part is just getting to have fun for a living and getting to travel. Even though, you know, I've seen the same cities a million times, I love it. I love being able to travel. It's a lot of fun. The worst part is, I don't know, having to see Jesse in his boxers all the time.
I don't know. I'm a moron, easily amused. We put up the blog on our website, and I wanted there to be something I threw in there at the end every time for some reason, and for some reason just I don't know. I think it was inspired by Entertainment Tonight. I don't know, and so I just started. So before I blog every time, I head over to the imdb.com and
find out I either try to pick, I don't know. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to pick out a good one because every now and then you get a day where it's just like nobody worth a shit had a good birthday that day, and then some days it's like too many good ones to pick from. So there's a fine art to it, picking the celebrity birthday. It's funny to me if people tell me that they like my drumming and things like that. It's like, and then they want to talk drums with me because I'm a horrible person to talk drums with. I just show up and hit stuff is how I look at my job. I listen to a lot of Braid and Burning Airlines. I always space out when people ask this question. My favorite band, artist, whatever in the whole world is Ben Folds. Loved him for a long time. And if you're watching this, Ben, we will play together someday. And he's not watching this though, who am I kidding? I bullshit my way through drums is basically what I'm saying.
I heard Motion City Soundtrack's next CD has a lot of double bass.
You heard wrong. No double bass. I'm I shouldn't say anti-double bass. Anti-double bass for me. Because you know what? It's not necessary. Unless you're in a metal band, or if you're finding some innovative ways to use it. But in my opinion, too many people use it that don't need it. You can do it with one foot, guys. Some of it you can do with one foot. Practice. I don't know. Yeah, we were just in the UK recently, and the first day of the tour, we were touring over there with Funeral for a Friend, and I was setting up my drums. Went to adjust my ride cymbal stand, and was just barely bent over, just like that. Something just snapped in my back, and I dropped to the ground. Everyone came over. I think nobody knew what was going on at first. I don't think nobody took me seriously at first, and then Beth, our merch girl, realized that I was not joking. That I was in some serious pain, and next thing I know, they had called paramedics and everything, and they sent me in an ambulance to the emergency room, which, like I said, was a first for me. And I got some laughing gas, and it was killing the pain a little bit, and I felt very much like Will Ferrell in Old School when he gets shot with the dart. And my voice was like this, and I couldn't tell what was going on. And it was strange, and then only to find out that it was just a bad pull in my back. And that made me feel like a wuss, because there was nothing they could do about it. And I'm like, it's nothing serious, and it hurt that bad. So I don't want to feel the real serious stuff. Always Mexican food. I could probably just eat it all the time, wouldn't get old, and I'd probably get fatter than I already am. But yeah, Chipotle, bring it on. Authentic Mexican food. I'm not saying Chipotle is authentic Mexican food, it's not, but it's delicious. Authentic Mexican food, yeah. Hit it up anywhere I can. Mexico restaurant, Richmond, Virginia. Boom. That's all I got. When there's time off, I kind of don't know what to do with myself. I used to get really excited about time off, and I still do in a way, but we're on tour so much now that being off tour feels kind of weird to me these days. It's just crazy enough to get recognized, because I'm always in the back hidden. No one cares. It hurts. I cry at night, but I get over it.
I believe Justin's filming me because he's a film nerd. Basically, the question I get asked the most is, what kind of keyboards do I play? And where to buy them or where to get them. And basically, I play realistic concert-mate MG1, which was made by Radio Shack in the late 70s, early 80s. They don't make them anymore. And pretty much the only place to get them is either on eBay or to hopefully try and find some guitar shop that has a used one. And as far as like tabs on how to play stuff or how to put the knobs for different songs, it's actually way too hard to explain, because there's about 50 knobs and levers on that thing that all have to be switched for different songs. So, we found out, I'm trying to think how we found out. I believe Tony or Matt had somehow been in contact with Jay Weinberg, Max Weinberg's son, and we found out that he was a fan of our music, which was really cool. We sent him some stuff, and one of the really cool things is that when we did shoot Conan, Jay was there. Jay hung out with us like all day, and he obviously he's Max Weinberg's son, so he has some some clout at Conan, and we got to go upstairs and see the Saturday Night Live set, which is really cool. Like actually going on the set of Saturday Night Live and seeing where the band plays and where everything takes place. So that was really cool, and he's a real sweet kid, and totally awesome. Really cool guy. So it was really fun. Well, there's lots of things that I'd love to do if I had the time. So one of them being trying to shoot a poker behind the scenes DVD on Warped Tour, which I'm working on, which we'll obviously see what happens. There's a lot of legal stuff and a lot of like money and sponsors and things to kind of get arranged for that. Sometimes we really do get concerned emails about people that are having problems in their life or want to know our opinion about how to handle certain situations, and we try and take them as serious as possible and give them as much information as we can have, but also sometimes try and direct them to people that can help them, or people that are more inclined to do a more professional job than us, because we don't really know what the hell we're doing.
I like writing songs. That's what I do. Yeah. Like that's my thing. Not like the lyrics or the melodies necessarily all the time. I like to assist with the melodies if they need to be assisted with. But I'm more of a guy that can take an idea and turn it into a complete whole. I was a bass player before. Yeah. I was a guitar player, and when I was a bass player, I was writing the guitar parts for the guitar players in bands that I was in. Some bands. Some guitar players were much better than me, but I think I was a very good bass player. When we, the other day we were writing a song on stage, it's just like we naturally progress our songs. Like we're playing and we change together. We haven't talked about it. We don't know what we're gonna do next. But somehow, 90% of the time we do something together as a band, and I think that's like our talent as a band. That's how we write. It's all kind of spontaneous and like, oh, we've written a song. That's rad. It's kind of weird. Like when you see yourself playing in a band, it's really easy to be okay with it because it's like, that's what you do. That's what I look like. There's nothing really I can do about that. But when you see yourself talking on television on a show, it's cool. I mean, because sometimes you say something that's funny and you're like, man, I was actually funny for a moment there. Like, I guess it's reassuring. But sometimes you feel stupid and you're like, man, I look like crap. But whatever. It's weird. It's weird. I mean, like, if you're being self-aware, self-conscious of yourself at all, it amplifies that, a lot. So I'd say it's weird. I try not to watch myself too much. I think that we're probably going to try to record a new record, write and record a new record this fall.
Any new songs to tell them about? Secret stuff you could...
We've worked on a few so far, but by the time this is airing, we're probably going to have a good amount of songs written. You probably won't hear any of them until the record comes out. This kind of feeling of what it's like to perform a show with so many people singing along to your songs, it's something that we never ever expected to have happen, and it's mind-blowing to us, and it seriously, sometimes it's a tearjerker, so thank you very much.